inside the Whittemore Center as the month of November looks to end. The Wildcats are looking to close it out with a win over Hockey East opponent, the Merrimack College Warriors. Hello, Sam Rogers, Kevin Larney here to bring you the call, brought to you by Wildcat Productions. And Kevin, it's an interesting month. Or an interesting season for that matter for this Wildcat team. A lot of ups and downs. They really haven't been able to find their winning stride. 3-9-3 heading into this game today. But luckily for them, they're playing their best hockey. They beat Holy Cross 4-1. They host RPI right here in the Whit, tie them 1-1, and then they followed up with a 4-1 win last Saturday night at home. And coming into this home-and-home series against Merrimack, a team that is right now 4th place in the Hockey East Conference. What do you need to see from this Wildcat team to walk away from this month with a win?
Well, coming off of that last win against RPI, which you just mentioned, it included 2 goals from McManus, 1 goal from Dumont, and another goal from freshman Lauren Martin. That was the first of her collegiate career, Sam. So good for her. So that should boost up this team's confidence going into today's game. But you know what else should boost up their confidence? Junior Carly Turner's performance so far this year leads the team with 8 points, which includes 3 goals and 5 assists, playing some stellar hockey, Sam. So going into today's game, I think their biggest key is to get maybe her involved, maybe see her get, get aggressive early on, because based off the last win against RPI, they outshot them 22-3 in the first period. So I think starting off strong in the first period could be a huge swing of things as we go on later in the game. And for Merrimack, they're coming off that 2-0 win against Quinnipiac. So I think the keys for them is to stop any sort of momentum that this Wildcat team may have going into the first period.
Merrimack 10-3-2 on the year, 6-3-1 in conference play. Here as the Wildcats trying to maintain some offensive zone time. Emily Rickwood fires a shot that is easily saved there, which is introducing our starting goaltenders for tonight. Samantha Ridgewell, the senior out of Outlook, Saskatchewan, getting the start for the Warriors. Merrimack in their road blue and gold, moving from right to left on the ice. And down on the other end is Kira Smith, captain of this Wildcat team. Kira making her 8th debut of the season. Merrimack able to get the puck in the neutral zone and takes the ice all the way down. Refs call off the icing as Jenna Rowe moves the play.
Kira Smith last game had stopped 20 out of the 21 shots. So good outing for her, but she's going up against this very strong offensive effort in this Merrimack Warrior.
Maddie Truax, Ellie Susaki, and Paige Wren, the forward line for the Wildcats in their home white. Jenna Rowe and Julia Scammell patrolling the blue line here as Merrimack's going to flip it in, make a change. Scammell takes it behind Smith, breaks it up to Truax, who loses the puck in the neutral zone. Merrimack able to regroup, start a break of their own. Little D-to-D passing there as Paige Sorensen, one of the captains of this Merrimack team, turns the puck over. Sorensen's going to have time to collect in her own end. Fires it into the middle of the ice. Caitlin Ray, Merrimack's leading goal scorer, gets a shot. Good save there by Kira Smith off the shoulder.
Yeah, she has 11 on the year.
11 goals for Caitlin Ray, another senior out of Court Rice, Ontario. Sorensen sends it deep. Slap shot from Sorensen is paddled away there by Smith as Marie-Jo Pelletier flips it up. Sorensen, a long shift, finally breaks the puck up. She heads to the bench for a much-deserved change. Carly Turner, the point leader for this Wildcat team, moves the puck up to Wenskowski. Pelletier sends it deep. It goes right to Philia Manu. Sends it deep there for the Warriors as Tori Howard picks it up the other way. Pass is deflected. Pelletier tried to wrap it around. Puck gets intercepted. Good play there by Smith to just put the puck away in the corner. Devin Taylor and Nicole Dunbar working for this Wildcat forwards, trying to keep some pressure in, but Merrimack is again easily able to break it out. Not a whole lot of forechecking for this Wildcat team in the first 4 minutes of the game.
You see Merrimack already starting off very aggressive.
Good pick off there. That's going to be an early trip as Emily Rickwood does a good job intercepting the pass, brings it over the neutral zone. She draws a tripping penalty. Now this Wildcat power play is going to have 2 minutes to work and try to get a first goal.
And on the other side, Sam, Merrimack's very strong on the power play, so for the Wildcats to minimize any sort of opportunity that Merrimack may have, that would be huge for them as well.
Lauren Martin.
See what they can do here.
Wenskowski and McManus with Howard and Peltier, the Wildcat power play. Howard tried to get a glove on it. Puck slips through. Merrimack able to clear it, which will give UNH a chance to regroup. Wenskowski with some speed makes a nice cutback move over the red line, takes it herself to the blue line, purposely puts the puck wide. Pelletier battling here, can't keep the puck in. Good effort there by Paige Voigt to bring it down, tries to find her man on the far side for a shot on net, but that play was broken up.
Full season by Wenskowski so far this year. She's got 4 goals on the year. Probably looking for that 5th on that last shot.
Howard takes it, loses the puck above the circle, and Merrimack now with 2 lead forecheckers. Good defensive play there by Turner to break up a potential scoring opportunity. Nice fancy move by Turner as well. Dunbar takes it, tried to find a cutting Taylor, but the puck was just a little too wide. Puck goes all the way down, and here's Merrimack now with an opportunity. That was Ray, the leading goal scorer for the Warriors, trying to make something happen on the shorthanded opportunity. 35 seconds left on the man advantage.
Looks like Carly Turner got tripped up there by Ray.
Turner slowly enters the zone, winds up for a one-timer, puck deflected away. Puck still jumping around in front, and Samantha Ridgewell decides to make a business decision and cover that up. 3 shots to 2. The shot totals right now, Merrimack holding the slight advantage over the home team Wildcats. 23 seconds left on the power play, 14-10 left in the first period. UNH still looking for that first quality scoring opportunity.
Yep.
Merrimack
do it here.
Fires it around as Voigt is the lone warrior in on the forecheck, surrounded by 2 Wildcats. 10 seconds left on the extra man opportunity, so UNH will get 1 free rush into the attacking zone. As Pelletier fires it deep, excuse me. Can hear the paddle of Kira Smith from the far end of the ice, signaling that it's even strength. Pelletier fires it on net. Puck deflected away there by Dominique Kramer. Merrimack now with some speed. That pass was just a little behind Courtney Maud. We're gonna have another penalty as linesman Dan Hannafin has his hands up. It's gonna be another penalty on the Warriors. Number 21, Annie Bokris, will head to the box. Couldn't see the call, but it's going to go right back to a power play for UNH. And now, Kevin, with 4 minutes of power play time in the last 5 or so minutes of game time, you got to expect this Wildcat team to really start putting pucks to the net. Like I mentioned, only 2 shots so far this game, and it's really not been any quality scoring opportunities.
Yeah, no, exactly, Sam. I mean, we've seen some offensive struggles from this Wildcat team, but hopefully that all changes today, and possibly could be, Sam, after their last 2 outings, against, as you mentioned earlier, the 4-1 win against RPI, and another win, 4-1 win, I believe you said, against Holy Cross. So you wonder if that sparks up this offense a little bit, knowing that they do have that talent on the offensive side of the ball.
Bokris called for a 2-minute high sticking penalty as both teams substitute. UNH with the line of Martin, McManus, and Wenskowski. First power play unit last time around. They come off the bench for this 2-minute spurt. Tori Howren leading all defensemen with 7 points. Quick slap shot by Witkowski, puck right in front of Carly Turner.
What a goal.
Gets her 4th goal of the season. Right place, right time for number 19 in blue and white. Wildcats lead 1-0.
That's another point right there. What a goal. Good positioning there by Carly Turner. And they start off early on. Fish on the ice.
It was Lauren Martin on the goal, not Turner.
But looking at my paper there, Sam, I gotta have to stay focused.
But you said it before the broadcast, Kevin, how Lauren Martin scored her 1st goal last game, and now she's on the hot streak in the power play.
Oh yeah.
Gets the job started for this Wildcat team.
Yeah, good positioning from the freshman there.
Wildcat goal scored by number 10, Lauren Martin. Assisted by number 21, Marie-Jo Pelletier.
Merrimack now trailing, trying to get something going offensively as they've been really focusing on the penalty kill for the past 5 minutes of this game. Rowe moves it up. Good indirect play there for the Wildcats. Chapman, Duman, and Raditovic for Wildcat forwards with Scammell and Rowe on the blue line.
See what Merrimack has to offer after that goal.
Here's Taylor now bringing on the far side, fires it right into the shin pads, but Turner there to follow up with a quick slap shot, but that goes right into the chest of Ridgewell. Well, Kevin, as we brought up the lack of shooting and scoring opportunities, this Wildcat team, 3 shots since we did bring that up, 2 on the power play, 1 obviously resulting in a goal. But you got to expect this team to keep being aggressive because, you know, Merrimack didn't get to 10 wins for nothing. They definitely have the offensive firepower. They definitely have, you know, the full 60-minute game plan. So it's going to be interesting to see how this Wildcat team responds, holding the lead, but still trying to be aggressive, but also focusing on not allowing them to even this game up.
Yeah, no, definitely, Sam. That's definitely going to be crucial. I mean, this Merrimack team definitely does have that offensive talent. But if you are going to beat them in anything, it could be, again, the offensive talent, because they're letting up almost 3 goals a game. So you might just have to beat them with their own medicine, you know? So I think this UNH Wildcat team, if they're going to have an offensive effort, which they're already showing with still 11 minutes left in the first period, it's going to be on the offensive side of the puck.
McManus almost drew another tripping penalty as she was able to get 50% shot off. And right as I say that, Emily Rickwood goes down. It's a delayed penalty. Smith goes to the bench to try to get an extra opportunity. UNH with a free possession as Ridgewell able to see that one. But once again, the Wildcats back on the power play. That's already 3 penalties drawn by the Warriors so far in the first 10 minutes of this game. Going to the box is Keisha DeClaire. So now with 10:51 left, with already a 1-goal lead, this Wildcat team looking to strike again on the power play. Martin, McManus, Wenskowski. Wenskowski fires it right into Martin as she was, or right into McManus, excuse me, as she was screening Ridgewell. Marie-Jo Pelletier has a nice little breakaway move. Tori Howard pressured by Grant Mentis of Merrimack.
We got the full band here tonight, Sam, so you know it's a big game if they brought out the whole squad.
The noise is here in the Whittemore Center on a nice Friday night, the last day of November, as the Wildcats look to head into December and the bulk of their hockey schedule with their 4th win of the season. Both teams exchange some players from the bench as Pelletier moves it up to Dunbar. Dunbar loses the puck on a great poke check there by the captain, Sorensen. Pass a little too out of the reach there for Devin Taylor as Merrimack is able to send it all the way down to Kira Smith. Emily Rickwood with speed as the Wildcats have just under a minute left on the power play. Taylor couldn't get the puck deep. Merrimack able to once again send it 200 feet down the ice where Kira Smith is patiently waiting. Rickwood once again takes her time, cuts it back, fires indirectly. Devin Taylor and Carly Turner both in the area, but puck didn't directly get to him. Taylor moves it up to Dunbar, just takes a slap shot right at Ridgewell. She covers that up and forces a whistle with 9:10 left in the first period, 20 seconds left on the power play. An offensive zone face-off win here for the Wildcats could provide one more offensive possession on the man advantage. That's exactly what happens as Rowe fires a slap shot blockered away by Ridgewell. Radovic, Chapman, and Dumond. Offensive line for the Wildcats. Scammell keeps the puck in, fires it low with 5 seconds left on the power play. Wildcats should be paying attention to that penalty box, as Merrimack could get an opportunity to stretch a pass, but unable to do that. Scammell takes it herself. Quick pass up to Radovic. She dumps it in. The Warriors started off the first couple minutes of this game, Kevin, really looking strong offensively, but since then have not generated a shot in the past 7 minutes.
Well, you know, Sam, I was just thinking, so far this first period, it's reminded me a lot of...
Kira Smith made the initial save and holds on to it.
That was a great save. But so far this first period...
Oh, they're going to call it a goal. Kira Smith makes the initial save, falls on the ice, looks like she got some contact. We're going to need to see the replay. But after some contact with her own defender, it looks like the puck trickled in. But the call on the ice was a goal. You can see she makes the initial save.
Oh, wow.
And it looked like
she got kind of dragged.
Looks like Paige Voigt of Merrimack, the first Warrior in there, going hard to the net. Can't see the puck from here. The rest will
skate.
You can
see it again.
Call on the ice is a good goal, so these officials are going to need to see clear and definite evidence to overturn it. But you could kind of see, I couldn't tell if that was the back of her skate or the puck, but when Smith initially went down, you could definitely see something behind her leg.
Oh, yeah.
And it looks like the puck might have squirted free a little bit, and then it's all that momentum, all the bodies going into the net, the puck just followed suit.
Well, yeah, you saw her looking behind her, and you know, she thought she got the save, but we'll see what they have to say right here. However, if they do get the goal here, this reminds me a lot of their first win of the season against UConn.
Yep.
The back-to-back, the shootout that they had in the first period, we were like jumping off our seats. You know, crowd was going crazy. I mean, it was quite a shootout for this UNH Wildcat team. Exciting win. I wonder if it, you know, as the game goes on, it will turn out to be similar to that, Sam.
Yeah, I mean, that was definitely a very exciting game as the Wildcats were able to get their first home win of the season. But so far, you know, only 5 shots for this Merrimack team. Like we said, those 3 penalties, they're going to hurt you. But they're definitely not going to, you know, lay down and take this loss. They're here, made the short trip up to Durham, New Hampshire. Only 50 miles separate the 2 campuses. Yep. And it looks like, from what I saw, I think they're going to have to stick with their guts here and call it a good goal. And so we'll have a 1-1 hockey game with 8 minutes left in the first period. And you have to think, you know, if you're the Merrimack bench right now, if we didn't take those 3 penalties, you have to expect that, you know, we would be right in this game, winning this game. And on the UNH side, you have to think that, okay, now we're right back to where we were. It's a tie game. We have to get our offense, you know, back to what it was. 9 shots on net so far for this Wildcat team. They're definitely getting pucks to the net. The call is confirmed. It is an official goal. So it is 1-1 here in the Whittemore Center. Merrimack scores a definition of a grinder goal. See the replay. Again, it looks like the puck might have been let in by her glove. Either way, the puck crossed the red line, and we have a tie game.
Yeah, because initially, Sam, me and you both thought that was an unbelievable save by Kira Smith.
Hillary Witt,
surprised.
Definitely was not happy with the call.
Great effort by Smith.
As her team lets up the first goal of the game.
Smith's been playing great this year.
UNH now on the attack, trying to get the lead back. Wenskowski covering on defense. Just gets chipped and chased as Tally Warren battling out in the corner. Sorensen couldn't keep the puck in. She's gonna have to take it out. Foyt also failed on getting the puck deep. So now here's Martin. Looked like McManus lost an edge as she spills out into the corner, and Merrimack goes the other way. Grant Mentis on a 1-on-2, dumps it off for Gabby Jones. One touch there by Ray. That was almost a pretty tic-tac goal for Merrimack. This top line of the Warriors on the ice, getting some offensive zone time.
Good spacing by this Merrimack team so far, hoping we get the goal.
Grant Mentis had a nice backhand pass over to the defense. Top line still controlling the puck. Puck right in front. No one there but Taylor Wenskowski, so she's able to break it out. Could not connect to Devin Taylor, and that's going to be our first icing of the game with 6:31 left. Faceoff will be to the blocker side of Kira Smith. Head coach for the Merrimack College women's team here is Erin Hamlin. That name may sound familiar as she is a UNH alum. Played 4 years here at the Wildcats, graduated in 1993 in her 4th season with Merrimack.
That's an interesting factor there.
Yeah, good to see another Wildcat alumnus come home.
You know, it's interesting. I mentioned a few weeks back when UNH took on Northeastern. UNH head coach Hillary Witt is a former Northeastern alum, and she actually played for the Northeastern women's hockey team as well. So that must be weird going up against her former team. So you talk about, you know, coaches playing against, you know, their former teams. You know, I wonder how they're feeling.
A lot of Hockey East ties here in this conference. Annie Bokris with the brave opportunity to go 1-on-4 there. She just tried to possess the puck for as long as she could. Puck squibbles out to Sorensen. She fires a shot that goes wide.
Yeah, she had a look there too.
Jessica Bonfie, number 17, loses the puck. Wildcats split the ice. Maddie Truax was right there, so they wave off the icing. Susaki in pursuit of the puck as Merrimack just goes D to D behind the net. And we're going to get another penalty call. This one is going to be on the Wildcats. And with 4:54 left, Merrimack is going to have their turn on the power play. This is going to be a tripping call on Tally Warren.
Merrimack, their power play percentage sits at close to 23% this year, Sam. So they've shown that they can take advantage of, you know, the opportunities when it's given to them.
13 for 57 this year on the extra man opportunity. And a team that averages 2.84 goals a game, you cannot give them this 2 minutes of an extra man. Wildcats looking to get their own kill. There's an odd man opportunity here. Tori Howren tries to thread the needle and find Chapman. Puck just deflected. Merrimack works their way into the attacking zone. Pelletier fires it off the glass. Not enough to get out. Chloe Cook was able to keep that puck in the zone.
Here's Dumont, right?
Dumont sends it all the way down the ice. Both teams able to get a full change.
She got the goal last game. See if she gets another one today.
McManus, Wenskowski, Rowe, and Scammell, the 4 penalty killers for the Wildcats. Grant Mentis briefly brings the puck in over the blue line. Gabby Jones just fires it all the way around, hoping a fellow forechecker is waiting. Grant Mentos now patrolling the puck on the blue line. Little give and go. Gets it down. Jones fires it right in front. Great one-timer there. Found the stick of Caitlin Ray, but not able to go on net. Another instance of some good tic-tac-toe passing there by the Warriors. 25 seconds left on the penalty kill for UNH. 3:15 left in the first period.
Yeah, Wildcats really got to make a lookout for Caitlin Ray, as obviously she's a huge part of this Merrimack offense. So far, though, Wildcat defense pretty neutral for both teams, really. It's 1-1.
All even now. 2:50 left in the first period. Looks like that's going to be an icing on the Warriors. Well, Kevin, you know, we talked about it on the UConn game, and, you know, you hear it for almost every single hockey game at every level. It's what momentum do you want or do you need to take into the locker room? And right now, I wouldn't, even though Merrimack just scored that tying goal, I wouldn't quite say that they have the momentum. But this next 2:47 is going to be huge to see, you know, who holds that crucial pieces of momentum going into the locker room. Because, you know, you're going to have 15 minutes to think about it. Puck off a deflection nearly goes in. Shot from the point was by Tori Halloran. But, you know, this next 2+ minutes, regardless if there's a goal or not, is so important for both teams. You got to close out this period and head into the locker room with confidence.
And also avoid any penalties. Seen a lot of penalties so far in this game. So it would be huge for, you know, if one team gets a penalty here, that could definitely change the swing of things.
3 penalties already for the Warriors. UNH took 1 tripping call. Merrimack now working the puck around. Sorensen got that shot deflected. Carly Turner brings the puck in over, but 2 Wildcats were over the blue line, so she had to bring it out for offsides. Here's Manu now. Takes it below the net. Where is she run into there by Jenna Rowe. Good physical play to separate her from the puck. Rowe works, she can't get the puck out of her own zone. She's forced to regroup. Goes behind the net to Tori Halloran. Lauren Martin, the goal scorer for the Wildcats, in there on the forecheck. Pass picked off by McManus. Fires it right into the shin pad of Creaky Roust. It's a hand pass. The puck will come out of the zone. 10-5 the shots in favor of the Wildcats. Ever since we brought up how this UNH team needed to get better scoring opportunities, they've done just that. Lauren Martin, right place, right time, goal right in front of the net. Got scoring started.
Yeah, so far so good for this Wildcat offense.
Another great.
Good positioning too. You're seeing the positioning is having a big factor. You know, any rebound, any missed shot, you never know what, you know, that could change the game. You know, right place at the right time, and that's what Lauren Martin did, Sam. That's what we saw from the freshman.
McManus chips it out to Cook, who just fires it once she gains the red line. Both teams change 1 player. Nicole Dunbar's just lurking in the middle of the ice, waiting for a breakout pass. Kira Smith elects to cover the puck, and we'll get a defensive zone face-off for the Wildcats with 33 seconds left in the first period.
And, you know, UNH ahead of Merrimack so far by 4 shots. So let's see if they keep up that shot total ahead of Merrimack, because that could also change the game for this UNH team. As we saw it with RPI, as they outshot them 22-3 in the first period. So not as much as a gap, Sam, but
still a gap.
Still a gap, and so far it's showing with the goal in the first period. So let's hope they can continue just that.
Puck was fired into the UNH bench, which results in a center ice face-off right on the Wildcat logo. 18.4 seconds left in the opening frame. Both teams trying to get one last offensive opportunity before the buzzer. Sorensen fires it up. Puck kept in. With 5 seconds left, can UNH get anything to go? Here's Warren with 3 on the clock. She has to fire in front. She's unable to do so, and that's going to be 3 zeros. 1-1 the score after the first 20 minutes. Lauren Martin got the job done on a power play goal for the Wildcats, and Merrimack responded as Paige Voigt has as gritty of a hockey goal as you will ever see. But when we come back, we'll have second period action between the Wildcats and the Warriors. And welcome back to the Whittemore Center. Sam Rogers and Kevin Larney here on the call as the Wildcats and Warriors are tied 1-1 in a Hockey East Conference matchup. And Kevin, we were talking earlier, and you brought it up in your pregame keys of the game, how this UNH team needs to start off and be aggressive. And man, they looked like that in the first period. 10 shots on net. Lauren Martin getting her second goal of the season on the power play. UNH had 3 power play opportunities in the first 20 minutes. What do you expect this team to do coming out here in the second?
Well, another big impact that we've seen throughout this game from both teams, actually, Sam, is the second chance opportunities and the positioning from some of these players after these missed shots and potential rebounds that they can get. So I'm curious to see if that continues. And both defenses have to make sure that they get ahead of the players that are in that better position and possibly avoid any rebounds that come out right in front of the net, because both teams have seen that so far in the game, and that's where both these goals have come from. Lauren Martin's in particular. So I'm sure Merrimack will try to avoid it, and as well as the Wildcats for sure.
Merrimack trying to break up the puck with their top line of Ray, Grant, Mentis, and Jones. Wildcats able to dump it in on Ridgewell, forcing a line change. Here comes Ray, the leading goal scorer for the Merrimack Warriors. He can't get a shot off from the circle. Puck slipped right off the blade. Turner trying to get the puck up to Devin Taylor. No offsides call. Carly Turner safely takes it into her own zone, where Nicole Dunbar is able to finish the job and dump the puck below the Merrimack net. Warren fires it behind that to Warren now. Slap shot, glove down there by Ridgewell. Emily Rickwood firing up the slap shot from just north of the hash mark. Checking in around the league. A couple of Hockey East games already played today. Maine beat Vermont 2-1. At the end of the second period, BC and BU tied at 1. Providence up 3-1 on UConn with 18 minutes left in the game. And Northeastern up 2-0 right before the first period against Holy Cross, the newest member of the Women's Hockey East Conference.
The UNH men's hockey team starting tonight. They started playing at 7, already down 1-0 to number 10 Providence. They also play here tomorrow night, Sam, here in the Whit. So that should be a fun game to go to tomorrow night against a strong Providence team.
The women's team in a home-and-home series with the Merrimack. They'll travel the 50 minutes or so down to North Andover to take on Merrimack on the road.
Town over for me, Sam. It's never too late for me to go back home and go back-to-back. Cheer them on.
And the men's team, like Kevin said, will welcome in the Providence Friars into the Whittemore Center tomorrow night at 7. UNH now with some good offensive zone time so far this period. Martin was right there in front of the net again, almost the repeat of her goal from the first period. Right place, right time in front. Scammell now just chips it low. Wildcats possessing the puck almost like a power play, but we are on the even strength. Wenskowski kicking the puck around in her skates. Gets bumped off and Merrimack is able to clear. Scammell wastes no time. Or Howard, excuse me. Wenskowski able to barely save the puck from leaving the blue line.
And Howard's got 7 points on the year, which includes 5 assists as well. So she's been a strong contributor for this team, for this Wildcat team.
Hand pass is the call, which results in a neutral zone faceoff. Carly Turner, a 51% executor out the faceoff dot, loses that one. This Vogt was just took it right to the net, draw some contact, no call, but here comes UNH 2-on-1 the other way. Taylor tried to fire to Dunbar in front of the net. Good deflection there by the Merrimack defense.
Yeah, and Dunbar had a great look too. Fortunately, Merrimack defender just kicked it with her skate.
Dunbar now 1-on-2, loses the puck. As Merrimack is able to calmly exit their zone and attack UNH's. Voigt now takes the puck low, right behind Kira Smith, fires it in front, and is controlled there by Rickwood. She circles back behind Smith. Try to get up to Dunbar, but the pass was deflected. Warren able to give it to Dunbar for that little flip out of the zone. Merrimack sends it right back. Rickwood patiently moves it up to Dunbar. Dunbar and Manu battling it out as Manu wins that one. Here's Jones, 3-on-2 for the Warriors. Toss over to Ray. Caitlin Ray still trying to get a quality scoring opportunity, leading all players on the ice with 11 goals this season. Good defensive play there by Warren to dump it deep and get a change. Fresh legs for the Wildcat defensive unit. Merrimack unable to get a clean breakout as Truax was able to get a one-handed poke check to send the puck deep. Truax again working that forecheck. Grant Mentis and Jones losing the puck on the neutral zone. And Cook just fires it deep to get fresh legs for Merrimack. UNH looking of trying to find a stretch play there to catch Merrimack on a bad change. Truax sends it deep, and after a long shift, her and the forward line will get some substitutions. Merrimack had a lot of great breakouts that we saw in the first period, Kevin, but so far in the second period, these forechecking wingers of the Wildcats are being very disruptive as Maddie Burton works the puck deep for the Warriors.
Yeah, no, and you can tell that Merrimack is giving all their effort just to get some shots off, but this Wildcat defense is looking pretty solid so far here in the second period. Still 14 minutes to go and plenty of time left in the game for sure, but looking pretty good effort here for this Wildcat defense. You know, Merrimack trying to respond with an answer and try to run away with a lead. You know, that is their strength, which we've talked about, is how strong this Merrimack offense can be. But Wildcats putting great effort here, really offensively and defensively. Anything else that you're seeing here, Sam? With
yeah, I mean the defensive, you know, the neutral zone and the forechecking is definitely picked up from the first period. Has Merrimack trying to go 2-on-2 here with Jessica Bonfy.
And the power plays and the penalties we've seen.
We've seen it all so far.
Yeah, we really have. I think the power plays could be the big swinging factor here in this game, Sam. Because, you know, as we talked about how strong Merrimack is coming off the power play, that's where they score. Really, almost the majority of their goals that we've seen, you know, so far this year, and really in this game for, you know, UNH, and seeing how much of an impact the power play can have. With Merrimack scoring 22% of the time off power plays, so Wildcats are going to try their best to prevent that.
Offsides the call with 12:33 left in the second period. Still 1-1 here in the Whittemore Center. Duman, Chapman, and Radovich. The offensive line with Warren and Rickwood at defense. Chapman, if she hurries, can fire a puck in front, but she is beat to the puck. Rickwood steps down from the point, able to keep the puck in. Merrimack once again unable to clear it. Here's Chapman. Fires it over. Tough play to handle there for Dumont.
Good job by Chapman intercepting that pass there. And doing the best to make the most out of that offensive opportunity. Looked like a 2-on-1. Couldn't quite execute, but I'm liking the aggressiveness here by the Wildcats.
Top line out for Merrimack as they look to get on the stat sheet. Pelletier fires across ice. Good breakout there by the Wildcats.
Martin
again looking in front of the net. She loses the puck in the corner. Would have been a 3-on-2 for Merrimack, but once again, the neutral zone issues continue. Wenskowski off the bench gets a gift as she was almost able to walk right in.
Yeah, good hustle there. You can tell she wanted to score that one, Sam.
Finds the puck on her stick again. She fires it on Ridgewell. That goes right off the paddle of the stick. Ray now gonna gain the red line and the blue line before she loses it. Jones able to make a little self-pass off the boards, fires it over to Cook. Cook loses it. It's gonna be a quick 2-on-1 for the Wildcats if they hurry. Puck just bounces over Wenskowski's stick. And she takes a spill herself, which is gonna result in an odd man opportunity the other way. 2-on-1 for Merrimack. Shot goes wide off the left pad of Kira Smith.
And both teams, both getting a 2-on-1 opportunity within a matter of seconds.
Grant Mentes denied on the doorstep there by Kira Smith. That was the first true quality scoring chance we've seen from Merrimack. Although they do have a goal on the board, very sloppy and gritty goal. Some may say a garbage goal as they rushed the save by Kira Smith.
We were very surprised. We couldn't really tell from here, Sam, if the puck went in the net or not. We were waiting to see. We looked like it was a save, but we were very surprised indeed that it was a goal.
Bouncing puck gets batted away to the corner. Kira Smith pops right up and smothers that shot. Looked like it went off the neck area as the Wildcats supporting their goalie and their captain. Kira Smith, the senior out of Littleton, Colorado. 15-30-3 overall record through 48 games, 2 shutouts in her career. So far this season, 2-4-1 with a 2.23 goals against average and a .937 save percentage for number 1 in blue and white.
Yep.
Good block shot there by Jenna Rowe.
Really great performance by, pretty solid performance by both UNH goalies, as well as they have Ava Boudelier, who's also a very solid goaltender for this team. So hopefully this UNH Wildcat team can get off to a hotter start as we go on to the second half of the year.
Puck fired right at the UNH coaching staff. They all duck for safety, but with 9:30, we will get a neutral zone face-off. Wildcats and Warriors looking to break the tie in a crucial Hockey East conference game. Merrimack Warriors with 13 points in the conference, sit right there at number 4. 3-point lead over the Boston University. UNH towards the bottom of the conference standing, just 5 points in Hockey East play so far this season. Slap shot from the point from Tori Howren is gloved up by Ridgewell.
And you know, Sam, obviously the Hockey East is very competitive, D1 hockey. But this year, looking at the teams that are above 500, I'm looking at Northeastern, BC, Providence, and Merrimack. At the top of the list, Northeastern, they're just unbelievable with their record standing at 11-1, and then BC 12-3, Providence 12-2, and Merrimack 10-3. So those teams are all at the top,
right?
And then there's this big gap as we go down. Starting with BU, that are sitting at 3-4, and it's pretty much pretty similar there as we look down the list. But it's really just the control of those top 4 teams, really, and which is surprising because we usually see not that much of a gap, but it's just kind of cool how to see how the Hockey East is unfolding, and maybe we see a change as the season goes on, you know, obviously there's plenty of games left to play, but I just thought that was very curious to see, you know, the records from, you know, those few teams.
Pelletier working in the corner for UNH. He loses the puck, which allows Merrimack another opportunity. Slap shot from the point goes wide. Manu's rip went to the left of Kira Smith. Charlie Turner loses the puck in the neutral zone. Good defensive play there by Pelletier just to block that entry zone attempt. Smith's just going to eliminate all the back and forth and cover it up with 7:44 left. Merrimack in their 4th season as a Division I program. 2015-2016 was the Division I debut for the Warriors. And the year later, they made the Hockey East playoffs in the 2016-2017 season. Last year had a little bit of a setback, but this original core group of seniors that saw this team debut in the Division I ranks, doing all they can to have one last ride together as a unit, and their record so far this season shows they're doing just that. 10-3-2 overall are the Merrimack Warriors, and for the 3rd time tonight, head coach Hillary Witt and her staff get tested with a puck, and we'll have another neutral zone faceoff. But pretty impressive stuff, Kevin. I mean, you just mentioned, you know, those names: Northeastern, Boston College, Providence, Boston University. Very well-known names in the sport of hockey. Traditional powerhouses on the men's and the women's side. And to see a team like Merrimack, who, you know, 5 years ago weren't even in the Division I conversation, be right there with them this season is pretty special. Yeah,
no, you make a good point, Sam. That is a huge jump for this program. You know, I mean, they probably couldn't even imagine, you know, the position that they are in now. So, you know, that's a pretty impressive jump for Merrimack College athletic program.
This line of Wenskowski, Martin, and McManus have been hovering all over the net for the 2nd period, as Wenskowski almost had a chance.
Not just hockey, but in, you know, all sports in general. It's a big jump.
Wildcats unable to capitalize on a bad turnover, or a bad change, excuse me, for Merrimack. Grant Mentis had an uncontested backhand, but that was right in the stomach of Kira Smith. Looking on the replay, just able to walk right in. Unable to get a good position on that shot was Grant Mentis. Easy save for Kira Smith. 6:36 left in the 2nd period. 1-1 the score, as both teams looking for the go-ahead goal. Kramer fires a high shot, rebound controlled by the Wildcats as Dunbar's going to bring it up the other way.
That looked like it was Jessica Bonfay looking to get that rebound. You know, she was right there, and good job by the UNH defender to push her out of the way so we can avoid that go-ahead goal. Now the shot attempts are all tied up, Sam, at 14.
Yeah, UNH seemed to break away after those 2 power plays. 8-3 they led in the shot advantage. But with 26 minutes of play, all knotted up at 14 apiece. Merrimack looking to get something going as they dump it in. Dunbar lets that puck go by her. Jenna Rowe hits the ice. Scrum in front is avoided as Devin Taylor just picks it up and takes it over herself. Goes through all 3 zones, finds herself behind the net. Fires it low as Abby Chapman, who just came off the bench, is able to make a play on the puck. Puck is held in the zone by Pelletier. Fired down to Radovic. Good offensive pressure here for the Wildcats as they try to swing some offensive momentum back to their favor. Tori Howard, good pinch. Looks like Lindsay Dumont took a spill, which allows Merrimack to clear the zone. Shot goes wide. Risky pass right in front of the net there. No harm, no foul. Pelletier loses the puck. unable to gain it back. 2-on-1.
Oh, wow.
Good save by Kira Smith. Puck still
Good
loose.
save.
And the Wildcats able to break it free.
Paige Vout, though, she was in good position. That got me on the edge of my seat there, Sam.
A harder shot, and we could be looking at a 2-1 hockey game. As Merrimack, for their second or third quality opportunity this period, shot goes wide. Great opportunity for McManus. Misses the wide left. Wenskowski fires a slap shot from the blue line, easily gloved in by Ridgewall.
You know, Sam, this UNH Wildcat team, they have 6 seniors on their roster. So even going into next year, you know, you wonder who's going to take charge. I mean, it could be many different kinds of players here. I mean, you look at Carly Turner, you look at Abby Chapman, even Lindsay Dumont and Nicole Dunbar. All those guys are going to have to step up even more. They're all having phenomenal seasons, but it should be a huge change for this team, you know, going into next year as well.
Couldn't tell if that hit crossbar or the paddle of Ridgewell's stick. Puck goes all the way behind Smith, forcing the Wildcats to have a contested breakout. Kramer makes Wenskowski miss. She fires it low. Jones curling to the right side, looking for someone in front. Had Grant Mentis on the back door, but she's unable to control it. Grant Mentis now works her way to the slot. Good poke check there by McManus to stop that scoring attempt. Wenskowski at the end of a long shift makes it a 2-on-1. Tries to fire a no-look behind the back pass. No one in sight besides Merrimack Warrior players.
Good stop by Taylor.
Costly turnover there. Luckily, there was no scoring opportunity available. Jones, nice toe drag, fires it wide off the glass.
And Sam, I mentioned, you know, how this Wildcat team has a couple seniors, more than a couple seniors this year, but you can also tell that, you know, this team is trying to get, and as I refer to this team, I'm referring to the Wildcats, they're trying to get their youngsters some more experience, as tonight they got, you know, a sophomore, Maddie Trudeau, and sophomore Ellie Sasaki, and freshman Paige Rinn, all starting.
Tripping is the call. Delayed penalty on the Wildcats.
Excuse me, maybe they're not starting tonight, first line, but all those players I just mentioned are still getting quite enough playing time and definitely contributing this season.
Paige Voigt will go to the box. Merrimack's 4th penalty so far tonight with 2:26 left. The Wildcats will have 2 minutes on the man advantage, where they scored their first goal of tonight's contest was on the power play, and that scoring line is out there right now with Martin. Here's Wenskowski.
That's the last thing Merrimack needs right now. It's a penalty. Last 2 minutes of the second period.
Wenskowski fires a slap shot and scores.
What a goal.
Taylor Wenskowski makes the switch from forward to defenseman on the power play and makes it count. 2-1 Wildcats.
I'm in awe right now. That might be the goal of the year for Wenskowski.
Normally a left winger on the power play. She plays the point, rips up a slap shot from dead center on the blue line, sneaks its way past Samantha Ridgewell, and just 20 seconds in on that power play, the Wildcats are back on the lead, 2-1 UNH. Kevin, you mentioned it just a couple minutes ago, how power players are going to kill one team tonight, and with their 4th penalty kill, Merrimack caves in and lets up their
huge.
2nd goal.
Just seconds after the penalty too, Sam. Huge
Now
for
with
the
under
Wildcats.
2 minutes left in the period, Merrimack looking to get some momentum on their side before they hit the locker room.
Let's see if they can continue to run away with this lead or hold it off till the end of this period.
Offside's the call. It was a very impressive night for this UNH power play. They knew that they had to score their fair share of goals. We mentioned this Merrimack offense averaging 2.84 goals a game. UNH knew that they needed to score at least 3 to make it a contest. Puck goes right to the skates of Kira Smith, but UNH able to clear it out. And they're capitalizing on every opportunity they can. And luckily for the Wildcats, Merrimack just giving them time and time to score those power play goals. Already 8 power play minutes for this UNH team.
Yeah, and what a great goal by Winskowski.
No one knows where the puck ended up after that shot goes wide. Nicole Dunbar with the final minute left in the period trying to get one more opportunity. Fancy stick work there by Turner as Turner and Dunbar go 2-on-3 in the corner. Puck squirts out, going Merrimack's way.
And with that goal, Sam, Winskowski now leads the team with goals with 5.
The redshirt junior out of Rochester, New Hampshire,
just topped McManus,
scoring her 20th career goal through 91 games as a Wildcat. Final 30 seconds here of the second period. Merrimack looking to respond for that late Winskowski goal. Here is Winskowski with the puck. Fires it wide, she gets the puck back, and she is double teamed almost immediately. Merrimack very used to seeing number 12 in blue and white in the offensive zone. She's definitely made her presence felt. And as time winds off the clock, with 20 minutes left to go in a very exciting Friday night Hockey East battle, the UNH Wildcats take a 2-1 lead into the second period locker room. Taylor Winskowski, with 2 minutes left in the period, scores a power play goal to give the Wildcats the advantage. Stay tuned for the final 20 minutes of UNH women's hockey on Wildcat Productions. And we're back inside the Whittemore Center with 20 more minutes left of UNH Merrimack hockey. 2-1 the score in favor of the Wildcats. As the player who just had the puck, number 12, Taylor Wenskowski, she gave the UNH Wildcats the lead 2-1 on a power play slap shot from the point. Now UNH just under 20 minutes away from a huge home win over a conference opponent. The Wildcats just have 5 points in conference play with a 2-8-1 Hockey East record. This is the first of a home-and-home series with Merrimack, as the Wildcats will head down to Merrimack College, just 50 minutes away here from Durham, for the second half tomorrow night. Nicole Dunbar was the lone Wildcat on the forecheck, as she now has the puck, gains the blue line, tried to fire it back for Carly Turner, but puck ends up behind the net. Dunbar, Turner.
And before going into this game, Sam, this has to be a huge confidence booster for the Wildcats. Before going into this game, they were 18% on the power play. That certainly should be bumped
50% today, yeah. 2 for 4.
That's definitely been the change of things tonight. Merrimack getting caught up in the penalties, and UNH doing a great job executing and taking advantage of making the most out of the opportunities that they've been given. Truly, they've been given off of so many penalties.
Tally Warren unable to hold the puck there as UNH retreats back to their own end. And they're going to wave off the icing. Nicole Dunbar and Carly Turner win the forecheck battle for UNH. Dunbar takes a body contact. She loses the glove, but draws a penalty. And for the 5th time tonight, the Wildcats will go on the power play. Illegal body contact will be the call. Another mistake for Merrimack. 4 times before they've gone to the box, resulted in 2 goals. The only 2 goals scored for UNH. And now with 18:04 left in the game, UNH looking for their 3rd power play goal on the night and to take a 3-1 lead here in the 3rd.
If Merrimack loses this game, and it's going to be their 4th loss of the year. If the score stays how it is, this is going to be the reason why. It's going to be off these penalties. And
what a pass. Michaela Grant-Mentis makes a beautiful pass over, and Merrimack ties the game with a short-handed goal.
Can I knock on wood here?
You might have to take that back. Caitlin Ray. Caitlin Ray scores her 12th goal of the season, short-handed. Just 16 seconds left on the power play. Beautiful 2-on-1. Ray takes her time, collects the puck, goes bar down. That is a pretty goal. Much needed for Merrimack, much needed for that top line of Grant, Mentis, Ray, and Jones. Top point production line for Merrimack. Quiet tonight before that goal, but now there's...
I'm quiet right now, Sam. I'm sitting over here. I don't know what to say now. I'm scared of what I'm gonna say. I don't want to be get caught up in my words here. Do I continue to brag about how great UNH is doing?
You might have to stop with 1:31 left on the Merrimack penalty. So still time for UNH to regain the lead.
Well, what I can say is UNH has been doing a great job, taking advantage of these penalties. Let's see if they do it here with 1:15 left. I guess I can't really talk about the Merrimack anymore, Sam.
That's right.
But I'll just stick to the Wildcats for now.
Dunbar takes it herself all the way down. Fires it in front, loose puck.
Taylor
scores!
Was that Taylor?
Devin Taylor waits.
Let's go!
Puck bounces around, but finally goes in the back of the net. And just like that, it's 3-2. UNH has the lead. Taylor misses the puck, fires it at a weird angle, goes right off of the chest of Samantha Ridgewell into the back of the net. And what a start to this third period. It's 3 minutes in, 2 goals, both on this power play. Merrimack scores shorthanded. UNH follows with a power play goal, their third of the night. Seeing that replay, Devin Taylor from literally behind the goal line,
like
able to get that in.
Looked like it bounced off the goaltender's chest.
Yeah. I mean, initially when that puck got right on her stick, I thought for sure that was a goal, but puck was bouncing around. She was unable to get a grip on it. Result still holds up. 3-2 Wildcats in a crazy 3 minutes to start off this final period.
We talked about how crucial the second chance opportunities have been, and it shows again. Lauren Martin got the rebound, good positioning, right place, right time. Saw it again with Devin Taylor. Back right side. Took some time and was able to execute. So huge goal. What a time to answer back though.
Very great timing for UNH. Abby Chapman, the first forechecker for the Wildcats. She gets bumped off the puck. Puck stays in though as Tally Warren able to hold down the point. Merrimack tries to go indirect, works out successfully. Emily Volp, number 12 in blue and gold, brings the puck all the way up to Manu, who fires it low. Merrimack working a great give and go shot, saved. Looks like Abby Chapman got a stick in the way. No ice as a Merrimack Warrior was the one who sent it down. Warriors going quick transition here. Shot saved right into the chest pad of Kira Smith. Face off to her right with 15-16 left. Kevin, taking a look at the Merrimack schedule, they actually had an 8-2 win over the Hockey Training Institute. A little curious onto what that was, but it's a hockey school just dedicated to developing those skills. Started by Jenna Feldman, 2014. School up in Mulmer, Ontario. 9-acre campus with a 20,000 square foot building, including a hockey rink. And they hosted HTI. Merrimack did in their home arena right down here in North Andover for an 8-2 win. Jenna Rose, slap shot from the point. That is blocked off a shin pad.
Well, it's cool how much training these players are getting and how well the players are getting prepared, whether it's going into the college level, really at any level, D1, D2, these programs that people have, whether it's camps or academies similar to HTI, it seems what it sounds like, Sam. Just a preparation,
good
transitioning academy for a hockey program, or looking into getting into a good hockey program. So it's cool that Merrimack got to play them, and cool for HDI to get the experience of playing a solid college program like Merrimack Warriors.
Grant Mentis on a one-on-one loses the puck. And Nicole Dunbar gets called for the offsides. Just barely couldn't keep the puck in. Shots 20-19 in favor of the Wildcats. It's been even all night long. 2 quick power plays gave the Wildcats a 5-shot advantage, but ever since then, shot totals have almost been equal from the Merrimack Warriors and New Hampshire Wildcats. Pelletier just fires it deep, allowing her forechecking line of Dunbar, Turner, and Taylor to go do the dirty work. Good poke check there by Pelletier, but unable to go out from her knees. Merrimack trying to advocate for a tripping call. Refs keep their hands down. Already been 6 penalties tonight. Warriors responsible for 5. Here's the captain, Manu.
You're not talking about the Spurs legend there.
No.
Right? All right. Just making sure.
Thalila Manu, not Manu Ginobili, senior out of Anchorage, Alaska. And Kevin, looking at this Merrimack roster, a school that's located in New England. You know, you have to imagine kind of easy, you know, recruiting area right here in northern Massachusetts. But because, like we talked about, such a new program, they had to go all over the place. We have Ontario, Czech Republic, a lot of Minnesotas, a lot of Marylands, 2 players from Massachusetts. But it's interesting to see that with all this New England talent that's available for Merrimack to recruit, they had to go literally all over the world to field their team, and it is paying off. As in the 4th year of their Division I existence, Merrimack Warriors 4th place in the Women's Hockey East Conference.
Yeah, and you know, it's really cool for me, Sam, because as I said earlier, you know, this school is literally 2 minutes away from where I'm from, in Andover. So, you know, it's cool to think that, you know, I grew up going to actually some of the Merrimack hockey games, so it's cool to see that, you know, they're bringing in all these players around the world and really going international and branching out their program. I remember when I went to one of their games, I was like 10 or 11, and there weren't really anyone in the stands. It was very, you know, wasn't as big. The program wasn't as big, and, you know, you're seeing all them bringing in all this talent. It's pretty cool for me to see as, you know, it's grown.
The theme of power plays continues as Tally Warren goes to the box for a tripping call. So Merrimack now with their second opportunity to convert on a power play, 0 for 1 so far. Went on the power play last period. Grant Mentis doing exactly what Taylor Wenskowski did, dropping back to the defensive position for the extra man unit. She gets the puck now, winds up, fakes it, nice little toe drag, whiffs on the puck, but she just fooled the Wildcats, causing Lindsay Dumont to drop to her knees. 3-2 the score in favor of New Hampshire. Merrimack given a golden opportunity to tie that up right here in the next minute 15. Good blocker save there by Smith. Grant Mentis controls for the Warriors. Here's Jones, fires across ice. A little out of reach.
Good movement here by the Warriors.
Volpe gets it up to McLean. Good play there by Taylor Wenskowski as Grant Mentis was flying in for a second chance opportunity. Looked like she had the entire net open. Good glove save there by Kira Smith as there was 2 Warriors right on top of her. With 36 seconds left on the power play, we will have a defensive zone face-off for UNH. 10:58 remaining in the game, 3-2 Wildcats as the UNH band doing their part to motivate the hometown team. Face-off controlled by the Warriors. Still 30 seconds to work with on the extra man. Little back and forth. Blockered away there by Smith. UNH desperately looking to clear the puck. Dunbar flips it up as Devin Taylor is in a one-on-one battle with Dominique Kramer. Kramer blindly uses her backhand to dish the puck up to Megan Ferguson, who loses it. Taylor trying to find Dunbar in front. Pass not strong enough. We are all square, all even. Dangerous pad save there by Smith as that rebound almost resulted in another quality scoring chance. Truax hustles hard to the net, forcing Ridgewell to take a defensive zone face-off. Just over 10 minutes left, and now Merrimack controls the shot total advantage, 23-21.
Yeah, you can tell.
Couple shots on that last power play.
Yeah, no, you can tell, Sam, that they're trying to get more aggressive. They're doing all they can to respond off that goal by Taylor. But they did a good job responding off that goal from Wenskowski, so.
2-on-1 here for Merrimack. A beautiful execution. Looked just like the last goal that Merrimack scored, but shot goes wide. I don't know if Smith was going to be able to cover that far post. So fortunate break for the Wildcats as they cling on to this 1-goal lead. The line of Wren, Susaki, and Truax.
Yeah.
And here comes number 13 in blue and gold, Grant Mentis.
The UNH defense cannot afford to have those 2-on-1 opportunities for the Warriors. They got fortunate on that last break, but strong offense like, the Warriors here, Sam, you can't afford to have that going. When the Wildcats have this lead, you want to try your best to get your defense back. You want to play more defensively this later on. See if they can keep it up. So far, so good. Great effort.
Wenskowski takes a spill as Merrimack goes from low to high. Shot was easily controlled there by Scammell. Fires up the boards to Wenskowski, who gets the puck out, but not deep. Sorensen from around hash tries to work it up to Jones. Off a skate, that's going to stay in. Lauren Martin's left blade keeps the puck in Wildcat possession for a brief moment. Off the glass, but not able to clear the zone. Genero taps it ahead, unable to find Lauren Martin. Merrimack's just going to dump and change as Scammell gains possession for UNH. Try to work on a tip pass from Dunbar to Martin. That did not go as planned, but Jenna Rowe makes a step up in the play. Fires a shot, comes off a stick off the glass behind Ridgewell, and here's Dunbar. Carly Turner took a tumble there behind the net, leading for a Merrimack rush, and Kira Smith able to glove it, stand up, and regain possession. Face off to her left with 8:07 left in the third period. And this Merrimack team, they know that they can score goals, averaging just under 3 a game, looking for that third goal as a potential game-tying goal in this third period. Chapman, Radatovic, and Dumont, the scoring line for the Wildcats. The captain, Marie-Jo Pelletier, and Tori Howren, who leads all defensemen with points, out there minding the blue line. Here is Howren with a quick one-timer. Gets deflected right away into the corner. Merrimack trying to work a clean transition. They send it deep to get fresh legs. Howren now with time. Fires it same side up. Good breakout there by the Wildcats. UNH just takes a dump on net to get a change of their own. Fresh legs for both teams right now as we near 7 minutes remaining in the game. Good defensive play by Warren. Their pass to Wenskowski, a little out of reach. Puck flips into the Merrimack bench and will have a neutral zone face-off. And now, Kevin, we're going to be able to see when this Merrimack team really starts to maybe not necessarily get worried, but way more concerned about scoring this game-tying goal as the time runs down in this third period. This top line that's out here right now of Ray, Grant Mentis, and Jones, we'll expect to see them a whole lot more in this next 7 minutes. And then obviously we'll keep our eyes on number 34, Samantha Ridgewell, on when she'll be coming to the box. But a lot of decisions for Erin Hamlin, the head coach of the Warriors, a fellow Wildcat alumnus back in her home rink.
Definitely the time for, as you mentioned, this team, this Merrimack College team, to get more urgent. Still decent amount of time left, but I'd say around the 3 or 4 minute mark, and you're still down by a goal. That's when I start maybe considering pulling a goalie a little bit later on.
200-foot icing brings all the action right back in front of Smith.
Some tough decisions for the former UNH alum.
And now on the flip side of that, head coach Hillary Witt, how much more focused on the defensive approach will this Wildcat team be? Because right now they don't need any more goals, but you can never take the foot off the gas, especially against a team like Merrimack. Battle in the corner now.
Yeah, maybe they throw an extra defender out there, Sam. It'd be interesting to see.
Manu just sends it deep. Emily Rickwood goes no-look pass to Warren. Tries to go high off the glass, but a good forecheck there. Brief 2-on-1 for Merrimack. Good block shot and takes the body contact as Rickwood.
Looks like Paige Vout really took a hit on Rickwood there. Surprised not another penalty for that Merrimack team.
Merrimack now trying to break through, but Nicole Dunbar with a good stick in the lane. Fires a shot, goes wide.
Way to intercept that pass. But now it's time for UNH to get back on this, stop this offensive effort here. A lot of 2-on-1 opportunities for Merrimack, as we've seen in this third period.
UNH definitely needs to look to control those odd man opportunities, especially at this stage in the game. Nicole Dunbar able to clear the zone, but not able to get that indirect pass directly to herself. Carly Turner enters the blue line, fires a slap shot right into the glove of Ridgewell, which will allow both teams to make their proper substitutions. A top scoring line for Merrimack back out on the ice. Expect to see numbers 18, 13, and 15 a whole lot in this next 4:48 as Merrimack looking to find that equalizer. Kramer sends a slap shot that was just out of the reach of Gabby Jones, so we'll redo that face-off. Right to the left of number 34, Ridgewell.
Yeah, it's an empty crowd here tonight, Sam, but I'm not expecting that tomorrow as another big game for UNH as the men's team comes here and hosts number 10 Providence, so that's going to be a huge game. I'm sure it will be packed here tomorrow night, but the crowd is growing later on in the year for this women's team, so that's always good to see. The whole band is here today.
Band is making.
You were jamming out.
Oh, of course.
You were jamming
I love the UNH band.
Oh yeah.
Merrimack trying to do all they can to equal up this game. Grant Mentis try to fire a shot off. But good defensive work for UNH. Merrimack still with possession in the corner. Manu, one-timer. Easy save there for Smith. Good battle in front by Tori Howren to not allow Merrimack to get another cheap goal. Here come the Warriors. Good play there by Maddie Truax to get the puck all the way out of the UNH zone. Wanskowski takes a swing there. Luckily, no incidental contact because both teams cannot afford to send another player to the box. We've seen a whole lot of 5-on-4 hockey, and that's going to be the difference in this game. 3 power play goals for UNH, 1 shorthanded goal for Merrimack. 4 out of the 5 goals scored in this game coming on Merrimack power plays. Warren makes a nice hockey turn. She fires it right at Nicole Dunbar. Looked like it got a piece of her, but she wasn't by the red line, so that's going to be an icing on UNH with 2:50 left. The Jumbotron has the image of Samantha Ridgewell right now, and we're going to be keeping our eyes on her to see when she comes to the box, or excuse me, to the bench for that extra skater. 2:50 left in the third period, 3-2 UNH. Just a couple more defensive clears in this Wildcat team will look to get their 4th win of the season and their 3rd win in conference play. Warren, easy breakout there for UNH. Turner lose the puck in the neutral zone.
Here comes Ray, you gotta watch out for her.
The leading goal scorer with 12. She has 1 tonight. Number 18 in that gold and blue will hold a lot of...
Tough hit on Dunbar there by Ray, though.
She'll hold a lot of attention in this next 2 minutes. We are under 2 minutes in the third period. Ridgewell still in net for Merrimack.
So you wonder if they decide to pull out Ridgewell under 1 minute mark or maybe even earlier.
Wenskowski, the forechecker. UNH playing very passive. 4 skaters in the neutral zone, limiting a quick chance by these Merrimack wingers who are pressing out a little bit. Jenna Rose breaking past the flight to the middle. And here comes Ridgewell. She comes to the bench, so it's going to be 6-on-5 with 1:20 left, and we'll get a whistle. Face-off will come to the right of Kira Smith. 1:21 on the clock. 6-on-5. And it looks like Merrimack's going to take their timeout. So with 1:21 left, oh, no timeout called by Merrimack. We're going to go right to the face-off dot.
It's still a decent amount of time, Sam. Almost may seem a little too
There's
early.
the official timeout. Yeah, I'm surprised to not seeing, you know, Kaylin Ray, Michaela Grant-Mentis, or Gabby Jones. Maybe that will be the second unit of the 6-on-5 for the Merrimack Warriors. But it's going to be interesting to see how both teams handle this. Looks like we have Nicole Dunbar, Carly Turner, and Devin Taylor, the more experienced line for the Wildcats to close out this game. With captain Marie-Jo Pelletier and Tori Howren at defense.
And what a game this would be for the Wildcats. They're able to come out with a win against this really strong Merrimack
they
team.
played hard from the get-go. That first goal, Lauren Martin able to get her second goal of the season on a power play right in front of the net. The UNH, they just capitalized on all the mistakes that Merrimack has made. Don't know if it's mental or lazy hockey, the way that Merrimack was getting those penalties, but UNH was able to capitalize. They went 3 for 5 on the power play, which is, you know, unprecedented, really. That's a great number for a power play unit. But all that matters now is the final 1:21. 6-on-5 advantage for Merrimack, and we do get those top forwards of Ray, Grant, Mentis, and Jones. UNH band once again picking it up, and the Wildcat faithful showing their support for the home team, as they are, like I mentioned earlier, just a couple defensive clears away from skating away with their 4th win of the season. Here's Ray battling on the corner with Howren. Good block there by Pelletier. 1 minute left in the game. Big save there by Kira Smith.
Right in front of the net.
No Wildcat defenders knew where the puck was. Puck not able to exit the zone. Pelletier now maintains possession, wraps it around for Dunbar. Dunbar engaged in a one-on-one battle with Paige Sorensen. Here comes Merrimack, good pass down low. Big save there by Smith. Kicks it away into the corner. Now Dunbar needs to clear the zone.
Gabby Jones was on the other side of that post.
Wide open net, and the backhand. The backhand was saved there by Grant-Mentis. She takes it from behind her own net. 15 seconds left on the clock. One last rush for Merrimack. Glove save by Smith. Great play because there was some Warriors flying to the net. Jessica Bonfie was going to take any loose puck and put it right in as the equalizer. Now with 9.5 seconds left, the biggest face-off of the night will come to the right of Kira Smith. Megan Ferguson wins it. Sorensen gets it over. Could it be the last shot for Merrimack? Shot is loose in front. UNH able to clear. And the clock runs out before the puck is iced, and the Wildcats get their 4th win of the season after 3 power play goals. 3-2 win for UNH over a very impressive Merrimack team.
Huge win. Way to come out of this game. And definitely one of their better wins this year, Sam. Has to be very encouraging as they go on throughout the season.
And a tough start to this 2018-2019 campaign. The Wildcats are 3-0-1 in their last 4 games as they travel down to Merrimack for the 2nd round of the home-and-home against the Warriors. For Kevin Larney, I'm Sam Rogers. Thank you for listening on UNH Wildcat Productions.